Surprise! I uploaded a surprise video. Don't worry, I'll still have Saturday's video for y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Crime Time with Mal. My name is Mal or Mallori, whatever you want to call me, and hi, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I do missing people and unsolved cases. I do some solved cases just to give us a little bit of a break from all the unknown. And if that is something you would be interested in, I would love to have you subscribe and join my growing, positive, uplifting, wonderful group of people over here. I upload Tuesdays and Saturdays. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for clicking on my channel and watching my videos. I appreciate y'all so very much. You have no idea. Thank you. Truly, thank you. And I'm sorry, it's raining here in Georgia. It's been raining for days, and a little bit of ambiance for you if you hear it. So today's video is going to be a missing persons video. This needs to be spread everywhere because this poor dad is just wanting answers. It's been over 3 months, and the unknown for all these missing people, like their family just not having any answers, has got to be excruciating. And the circumstances of this case is very bizarre. So I really want to spread awareness for this family and help find Daniel. So Daniel Robinson is a 24-year-old geologist. He lives in Arizona and went missing in Buckeye, Arizona. He was last seen driving his 2017 Jeep Renegade off at a job site in the area of Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road, and it's about 50 miles west of Phoenix. Y'all, we're gonna talk for just a second because I know, I'm sorry if you don't like long intros. I don't really either, so skip forward, but I like to talk. This needs to be said. Gabby's case, as most of us know, has stirred up a huge frenzy in these missing cases. There are thousands upon thousands of people that go missing every single day that don't get the spotlight, that don't get the media coverage that their family deserves, that they deserve. Every person deserves to be found. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you do drugs. I don't care about your background. None of that matters. You are still a human. You are still a person with feelings, and you deserve to be found. They deserve to be found. These people deserve a voice. So please help me spread awareness for Daniel Robinson and get the word out there. Get people talking. Let his name be known to people. Like Gabby's is so well known all across the world. There's people in Australia that know about this case. Let's make that the same with Daniel and so many other missing people. There has to be a way for law enforcement not to be so slow and believe people when their loved ones come forward and say that their loved one is missing. The first 24 to 48 hours, as we all know, are the most important. And in so many missing people cases, law enforcement waits, and precious time is gone that they can't get back. And this dad is doing more than what a dad should do. Yes, he's helping find his child, but he's also playing detective. His family does have a website. Please help find Daniel.com, as well as a GoFundMe, and I will leave all of the information down in the description box below, so y'all check that out after this video. Daniel's birthday is January 14th, 1997, and he is 5'8", 165 pounds, black hair, and brown eyes. He was also born with part of his right arm missing from his forearm all the way down to his hand. Daniel is from Columbia, South Carolina, and he graduated from College of Charleston with a degree in archaeology. Very smart man. He then received a job at the Matrix New World Engineering and moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Daniel was working in the remote desert where it would get excruciating high temperatures But Daniel was known to be happy, very go-lucky, who always had a smile, and man, that smile is very heartwarming. He loved traveling, and he had a huge passion for adventure. Daniel was also very close with his family. He kept in contact with his whole family. And on June 23rd, Daniel went to go access a drill site in the Arizona desert with coworker Kenneth. This was around 9 a.m. And Ken says the day he vanished, Daniel was just acting very odd. Now, mind you, it was 115 degrees that day, so I don't know if heat exhaustion played a role in this or not. I mean, it would not surprise me. But Ken said that he just seemed very distracted and was looking off into the distance with like a glazed look over his eye, like into the desert. And then randomly, he just walked away, got into his car, put on his seatbelt. Ken thought that he was just going to get something out of his truck and then come out. But no, Daniel took off and just waved goodbye to Ken. And at this moment, Ken said that his heart sank. He just knew he wasn't going home and just felt something was kind of off. And he just had a very uneasy feeling about the whole situation. Now, Daniel, like I said, kept in very close contact with family. In fact, they never went over 6 hours without hearing from Daniel until that day. Family, friends, coworkers, they were all trying to get in touch with Daniel. And I guess after the phone being ringing all day long, it eventually went to voicemail. Around 3 p.m. that day, Ken was made aware that his coworkers have not heard from Daniel all day long. So Ken actually went out in the desert to search for him himself. Buckeye Police Department did try to ping Daniel's phone, but again, with everybody calling it all day long, I assume it went dead because they never received a location off of it. So it was either dead or it was out of service. And on July 19th, almost a month later, Buckeye police were notified by a rancher who discovered Daniel's car in a ravine on his property. Now, this rancher's property was only 4 miles away from Daniel's job site that he was last seen at. And the vehicle had been very apparent that it had flipped multiple times. It was on its side. All the airbags had deployed. And upon initial evidence, it showed that Daniel was wearing his seatbelt at the time of this crash, per police department. Now, multiple items of Daniel's were found in his car. His phone, clothes, wallet, and keys. And detectives did conduct a ground search by foot with the assistance of the Department of Public Safety's Ranger helicopter. And Maricopa Sheriff's Office did help assist the search as well. Their search dogs also came out to help, and with no avail, Daniel was not found. And the police department also said, based on the evidence they found in Daniel's vehicle, no foul play is suspected. Now, the family has hired their own PI, a former police personnel, Jeff McGrath. He was hired the day that the police actually found his Jeep. And this new PI has found the GPS data for Daniel's car. And it showed multiple accidents after Daniel disappeared. 4 hours, in fact, after Daniel disappeared. Also, there was evidence of paint transfer found on the car, and the PI found one of Daniel's socks outside of the vehicle. Now, this crash that happened 4 hours after Daniel disappeared, it was also driven 11 miles after this crash happened. And not only that, the ignition was turned 46 times total. This is just so bizarre. On July 31st, there was a human skull found near where Daniel was found, but with testing evidence, they have proven that it was not Daniel and it was not any other missing person that has been reported either. Now, shortly after Daniel disappeared, Buckeye Police Department did ask Daniel's father to look on Daniel's social media accounts, and Daniel's dad discovered that his pictures on Instagram were all deleted after his disappearance. What is going on here? How I'm sorry, but there has to be foul play. Like, this is way too crazy. According to police reports, along with family, friends, and a waitress from Waffle House that Daniel visited 2 days prior before he disappeared, they all said that Daniel was acting very odd as well. They just said that he was off. He also texted his sister and said that he had an emergency, but when his sister would call him and ask him like what this emergency was, making sure he was okay, Daniel never answered any of her calls or texts. She also said at one time Daniel had came over to her apartment and he just sat there on the couch with this blank stare in his face for about 30 minutes until he just got up and left. And his dad, David. So David said that Daniel met this woman and that he was in love with this woman. But David was really confused because Daniel didn't seem to really know anything about this mystery woman. And then a coworker of Daniel's also said that he did mention a woman as well. And more specifically about a woman that Daniel liked but could not have. He said that he went on, but stuff that he was saying really wasn't making sense. So Daniel is confused. I'm really wondering, and by the way, he has no reported mental health issues, nothing. So I'm really wondering what is going on. Like, is it the heat exhaustion and the extreme conditions that he's been working in? Has somebody done something to him? So on June 12th, before Daniel went missing, he has this little side hustle job as Instacart. He delivers groceries and stuff to people's homes. He ended up delivering groceries to this one lady's house. The lady said that he was nice and offered him to come inside. They chatted for a few and they exchanged numbers. Well, then allegedly from this woman, Daniel showed up to her house unannounced quite a few times, was calling and texting her, and she had asked him to leave her alone, which she said he did. This was all also allegedly confirmed by Daniel's phone, the text messages. The police department did see these one-sided text messages from this Daniel and this woman. So is this the woman that Daniel wanted but could not have? And why would anybody... I'm sorry, but please, no matter how nice a person is, don't just invite people over. I don't know, that's your house. Just don't let random people come inside your home, no matter how nice they are. I'm not saying she did anything to him or Daniel wasn't nice and had ulterior motives. You just don't know. That's your home. And poor David, Daniel's dad, says that he honestly feels like he's done more to search for his son than actual law enforcement has. And that breaks my heart because no parent should ever feel that way. And if you are a parent, or heck, if you have a loved one, if that person went missing that you care about, you would want the whole world searching and talking about them just like they have done with Gabby. And bless Gabby's family. That's the whole reason why they're doing this foundation, is so that they can help missing people. So bless them for that. Also, in the beginning, police department did no forensic testing of the Jeep. They didn't get any DNA. They didn't get any fingerprints, nothing. All because they said that there was no blood found in Daniel's Jeep. I'm sorry, but y'all, it rolled over that many times and there's no blood in the vehicle. That's really odd to me. There is going to be some sort of trauma. You are going to get cuts and bumps and bruises from rolling over that many times. But now, luckily, police are doing forensic testing. They are getting DNA. They're getting fingerprints all on this vehicle. So that is great news. And it just shows the power of social media, the power of people. We can do a lot. And I am praying that this family gets answers on their son and their son comes home safe. Y'all, he could be lost. He's obviously confused. So he needs water. Somebody needs to find him. This whole situation is just bizarre and heartbreaking. Comment down below. Let me know if y'all have heard about this. If you have any information, were in that area, know anything, saw his vehicle around those days, please, please, please call and notify Buckeye Police Department. You can call their non-emergency number at 623-349-6400. The police department has utilized UTVs, drones, helicopters. They've searched so far more than 70 square miles. And on September 30th, they even did this search with a robot where they put a robot with a camera down a mine shaft. Actually, I'm sorry, 2 mine shafts. And one of them was more than 75 feet deep, and still no Daniel. Like, Daniel just did not disappear into thin air. Somebody, just like in all missing cases, I feel like somebody has to know something. Somebody must have seen something, and maybe you watching this video will trigger something and you can call it in and help find him. Please like and share this video wherever you can. Help get the word out for Daniel. Spread awareness for him and his family. And I appreciate y'all so very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified if I decide to upload an extra video like this. Seriously, thank you for everything and all your love and support on my channel. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in Saturday's video. Bye.